in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. Doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about in the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off for the loss.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
What?
Flag comes in as
Mouse out the pocket?
Incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Complete to Terry.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Antonio Gibson.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Washington.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he'll find Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on it.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. He gets it in the hands of Geis.
Roethlisberger's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A gain of first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
First and goal.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes this Washington 9. Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-round touchdown passes now from Bill Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Getting back involved. Let's see importance there in the passing game.
Oftentimes you can create mismatch just because who's doing the cover. And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 5.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Washington.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Washington.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
To Antonio.
A very solid gain of 27. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead. And his kick is good.
Makes this Washington 16. Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have...
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown passes down for Ben Roethlisberger as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Steelers 21. Washington.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Snell on the shotgun handoff. Called a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Steelers 28. Washington.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
At their own 25-yard line.
You come get him? You come get him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, we're going to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, it's Snell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
That's another Steelers first.
Now Snell. Couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
to throw here, Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. The throw taken in by Sims.
Kaepernick's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he takes. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Down to the 25. 2 yards there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes this Washington 29. Steelers 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kaepernick now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Snell yet again.
At the 42-yard line.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Past the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now the Washington offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He'll drop it underneath here to Snell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're going to run again with Snell. And he loses the football the second time. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after